What is happening, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is an absolute whirlwind, and we've got the latest updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. We're talking about crucial matchups, strategic analyses, and those unexpected moments that define the game. Don't blink, because you might just miss the next big thing. Stick with us as we break it all down, providing the context and the hype you crave. We're diving deep into the stories that are making waves right now. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. First up, we're examining the strategic mind of a top coach as she breaks down her team's approach, even with a key player sidelined. What does this mean for the game plan and the players stepping up? Then, we'll uncover insights into what a team might be missing without its star player and explore some surprising courtside encounters. Finally, we'll recap all the must-know updates. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on because you do not want to miss what's coming up next. Let's get into it. A coach's perspective on absence. When a star player is out, how does a coach adapt their strategy and assess the team's performance? Valkyries coach Natalie Nakase offered her insights into the Indiana Fever's dynamic, even with Caitlin Clark sidelined due to a groin injury that has kept her off the court since mid-July. Despite Clark's absence for a significant portion of the season, the Fever have remained competitive, largely due to the stellar play of MVP candidate Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell has been instrumental, averaging 20.5 points and 3.4 assists per game, effectively carrying the offensive load for Indiana. Nakase elaborated on Clark's impact, noting her ability to score from anywhere on the court and her improved all-around game, particularly her passing. She highlighted how other players, like Mitchell, have had to elevate their scoring contributions, often finding their shots through structured plays such as pin-downs, staggers, and pick-and-rolls, as well as in transition. The Valkyries, aiming for a higher playoff seed, faced the Fever in a critical game. The team, seeded 8th, was in close contention with the Seattle Storm and the Indiana Fever for the 6th and 7th spots. With a challenging schedule ahead, including matchups against top-tier teams, the game against the Fever was deemed crucial for the Valkyries' playoff aspirations. Adding to the drama of the game itself, a technical issue at the Chase Center caused a significant delay. The tip-off was postponed by 26 minutes due to a shot clock malfunction, a rare hiccup in what has been a smooth inaugural season for the expansion franchise. This unexpected delay only added to the tension surrounding this pivotal WNBA matchup, underscoring the high stakes involved for both teams as they battle for playoff positioning. The game highlighted not only the strategic adjustments coaches make, but also the unpredictable nature of live sports, from player availability to equipment malfunctions. This situation provided a unique lens through which to view team resilience and the broader challenges of managing a professional sports league, especially during a critical juncture of the season. But what exactly does the Fever miss when their star guard isn't on the floor? We'll explore that, plus some surprising courtside connections. Team dynamics without the star. The Indiana Fever and the Golden State Valkyries were set to face off in a critical WNBA matchup on August 31st, with significant playoff implications for both franchises. Heading into the game, the Fever held the number 6 seed with a 21-18 record, while the Valkyries were just behind at 20-18. A victory for Golden State would mean they'd leapfrog Indiana in the standings, potentially altering the playoff picture alongside the Seattle Storm. The Fever had managed to secure 2 consecutive wins despite missing their star guard, Caitlin Clark, who was inactive for her 18th straight game due to a groin injury. This particular game against the Valkyries was arguably the most important of their recent stretch. Valkyries head coach Natalie Nakase, having prepared to game plan against the Fever with and without Clark, shared her assessment of the team's makeup when their star player is absent. She noted that without Clark's offensive prowess, particularly her remarkable shooting range, the scoring burden naturally shifts to the rest of the team. Nakase highlighted players like Kelsey Mitchell, Boston, and Sims as key contributors who have stepped up. She specifically mentioned Sims' experience and composure in crucial moments, emphasizing the need to be mindful of these impactful players. Nakase also pointed out the strategic additions of Chloe Bibby and Ariel Powers, both former Valkyries players, noting that the team's composition is indeed different when Clark is not playing. This necessitates different scouting and game planning approaches. She praised teams like the Fever for their resilience and ability to play hard and execute the right way, stressing the importance of being prepared for any opponent. For the Fever to succeed in this high-stakes game without Clark, their depth and the contributions of their supporting cast would be paramount. The strategic adjustments and the collective effort of the remaining players would be key to navigating this challenging matchup and maintaining their playoff position. The analysis from Coach Nakase offered a clear view into the tactical considerations and player evaluations that coaches undertake when facing an opponent with a significant player absence, underscoring the depth and adaptability required in professional sports. Beyond the X's and O's, there were some interesting personal connections spotted off the court. We'll get to that next, along with an update on Clark's availability, injury status, and off-court buzz. As the Indiana Fever prepared to face the Golden State Valkyries on August 31, 2025, a significant question on many fans' minds was the availability of star player Caitlin Clark. Clark had been sidelined with a groin injury since mid-July, missing a substantial number of games. Her absence had a direct impact on the Fever's lineup and performance, making her injury status a critical factor in the team's playoff aspirations and the outcome of this pivotal matchup. While the team had managed to secure wins without her, her presence is undeniably a game-changer. The narrative surrounding Clark's injury and her potential return was a focal point for media and fans alike. However, the provided text for this section did not contain specific details regarding the latest update on her injury report for the August 31st game. Instead, it included a series of unrelated snippets about WWE content writers, advice for children, fashion brands, Korean releases, and health tips related to fruit and hair loss, as well as celebrity fashion and beauty. These additional pieces of information seem to be extraneous and do not contribute to the core topic of Caitlin Clark's injury status or the Fever's game against the Valkyries. The primary focus of this news item, as indicated by its title, should have been the detailed breakdown of Clark's condition and any official statements or reports from the team or league regarding her participation in the upcoming game. Without this specific information, it's impossible to provide a detailed account of her injury status as of August 31, 2025, or to analyze the impact of her potential return or continued absence on the game. The inclusion of unrelated content makes it difficult to extract relevant details and fulfill the requirement of a detailed rewrite focusing on the specified news item. The context suggests a need for clarification or correction of the source material to accurately represent the intended news update regarding Caitlin Clark. Speaking of courtside, some familiar faces from another major sports league made an appearance. We'll share those details next. Courtside celebrity sightings. During the highly anticipated WNBA game between the Indiana Fever and the Golden State Valkyries on August 31, 2025, the sidelines weren't just buzzing with basketball action. In a notable crossover event, several players from the San Francisco 49ers, a prominent NFL team, were spotted enjoying the game courtside. This appearance created a stir, blending the excitement of the WNBA with the star power of professional football. The presence of these athletes offered a unique glimpse into the intersection of different sports leagues and their respective fan bases. It highlighted the growing popularity and reach of the WNBA, attracting attention from athletes in other major professional sports. The specific 49ers players in attendance likely generated significant interest from both basketball and football fans, showcasing a shared appreciation for athletic excellence across different disciplines. Such celebrity sightings often add an extra layer of glamour and media attention to games, drawing in a wider audience and reinforcing the cultural significance of these sporting events. The interaction between the players from these two distinct leagues could also symbolize a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect within the broader sports community. Whether they were there to support specific players, scout the competition, or simply enjoy a high-level basketball game, their presence was a clear indicator of the Fever Valkyries' matchup's drawing power. This event underscores the increasing visibility of women's professional basketball and its ability to capture the attention of mainstream sports figures. The provided text, however, focused primarily on the author's background as a WWE content writer, and then listed a series of unrelated lifestyle and entertainment news snippets, similar to the previous item. These included topics like celebrity fashion, health advice, and cultural trends, which are tangential to the core news of the 49 players attending the game. Therefore, a detailed elaboration on the specific 49 players present, their interactions, or the broader context of their attendance is limited by the source material's structure. The core news element is the celebrity endorsement and presence from another major sports league. And that wraps up our main stories for today. Stay tuned for a quick recap and our full call to action. And that's a wrap on another packed edition of the Roger Report. We covered the strategic insights from Coach Nakase on the Fever's dynamics without Caitlin Clark, explored what the team might be missing, and even caught some star-studded courtside moments. Don't miss out on any of our future updates. Hit that subscribe button right now, ring the notification bell so you're always the first to know, drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's stories, and make sure you're following us on all our social channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.